Week in Sports is brought to you by Wolfenstein Construction. It's back to school on Monday. Summer is officially over, but it's also the official start of a new year with PVHS athletes who are looking to make their mark in the record books. In football last year, the PVHS Trojans were undefeated at home. The tough part about that is the roster lost 17 seniors, and many of them the top contenders on the team. Fortunately, coming back this year is Thomas Gassion, who led in rushing yards and points scored last year. Quarterback TJ Milk returns for his senior year as well. However, the Trojans have a lot of shoes to fill. Jeremiah England, Dion Estes, and Keenan Harris graduated, and they made up 3 out of the top 4 athletes in rushing yards, receiving yards, and points scored. Also graduating was Sam Tushnik, BJ Apollo, and Jeremy Coates. Those 3 were part of the top 4 on the team in tackles. Leading the team last year in interceptions was John Clark. Yeah, he graduated too. And finally, the athletes who were able to get a sack on the year were Jax Clayton, Jeremiah England, Trevor McPherson, Thaddeus Newcomb, and BJ Apollo. Yep, you guessed it, all graduated last year. But with quarterback TJ Milk in his 4th year now, ready to be a strong leader, and Gassion returning after a 500-plus rushing yard season, there's a lot to look forward to. There's a lot of young talent returning, veteran seniors, and a new coach. Sure, there are a lot of shoes to fill, but there are even more talented athletes eager and working hard to fill them. The PVHS girls volleyball team made it to the playoffs last year, and they lost in the quarterfinals to Boulder City. This year, they will be trying to get to that state championship after losing 4 seniors last year. The good news for them is they are a fairly young team. They had 4 sophomores and 4 juniors last year that will be returning with more experience and a better understanding of the game. Every year, athletes get better, and they have plenty of young talent returning. It's going to be exciting to see how this team develops. Speaking of young teams, the PVHS boys cross-country team is looking to come back with a fire under their feet. It is being led by sophomore Bryce Odegaard, who was their strongest runner last year. Odegaard took 4th place at the state meet last year. Also part of the young team is sophomore Leiron Sonerholm, junior Dylan Montgomery, and junior Stephen Thelener. They're going to be fun to watch not just this year, but the next few years as well. And for those excited about the NFL to start this weekend, you get a small taste of the upcoming year. The NFL Hall of Fame induction ceremony is Saturday at 4 p.m., and the Hall of Fame game is on Sunday featuring the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Minnesota Vikings. It all starts at 5 p.m. on NBC. This has been Week in Sports. I'm Courtney Salmon with News 46.